Reopening Texas, Phase 3. Governor Greg Abbott unveiled a new round of rules today to ease the restrictions on some businesses. Effective now, bars can increase their capacity to 50% as long as customers stay seated. Dancing is still discouraged. Now to some changes for restaurants. Starting June 12th, they can expand their dining rooms to 75% capacity, and tables of up to 10 people will be able to sit together. The governor says Texans are proving they can open the state responsibly. He says the new coronavirus cases the state is seeing, those are largely coming from hotspots, nursing homes, jails and prisons, and meatpacking plants. Today, the state reported 1,703 new cases along with 36 new deaths.